Hi everyone, this is Diane. I am working on the last stages of this design team project for Arzology with this old book called Button Collecting. As you can see, I made the spine for the cover and I covered it with this fabric, added the gimp braid there which matches the cover very nicely, and on the inside I just covered it with this paper that matches this fabric, and I added the library pocket that I had made in a previous video. As far as the pages, the inside of the book goes, I printed these envelopes. Deb messaged me and said she forgot to include the envelopes when she sent me the kit. So this is the size that they print if you do one sheet, or one to a sheet, and then this is the size if you print two to a sheet. So I did 3 that I can put in the center of the signatures, and then I did 2. They're both the same, but I'll just stick these in the book somewhere. I think that was all the additional. I already had the ATCs and the circles. So let's just look through the pages and see what we might need to do. And I have done some additions since you last saw it. I'm going to do some stamping, so let's do that as we go through the book. I got out some of my collage-y type of stamps, since this is a collage-y type of paper of kit. I don't think I've used this one yet. This is from Bo Bunny, and I'm gonna, I thought that was all lined up together, but it's not. They're all separate. So I was going to use them just like that. It's going to take a little work. Oh, that 2 doesn't want to stay. So I will just ink it right there on the sheet. Oh, I inked the paper too. That was swift. There. Alright, I probably won't do that again. But I like it. I like the way it looks. Gotta ink this tag. Then I'll have to, well, I don't know if I want to sew I'm going to sew something to the top, but I don't know if I want to sew it or staple it. Let's just staple it. Oh, I don't have my stapler in here, so I will do that another time. And this is the card that I had made previously. I already had it in my stash. Let's find a stamp for this page. This one is Carabelle Studio, Juliet 1932 is the name of the stamp, I guess. Sorry, you can't see. I added some seam binding to this just to decorate it a little. So this is from this little book that my daughter-in-law found for me. Chicken Soup for the Soul, Just for Friends. So they all have that same picture of the two little girls. But this one says, if you have one true friend, you have more than your share. And on the back it says, reach high, for stars lie hidden in your soul. Dream deep, for every dream precedes the goal. I'm going to use the friend one. Too much. Oops. So I have the wallpaper that I have been purchasing at flea markets for the last couple of years. I have that all cut. Now I just have to assemble it into packets, and I can get it listed in my shop. If I get this book sewn together this evening, today's Wednesday, then I think I can concentrate on doing stuff for the shop on Thursday and Friday, which is awesome. I love that stamp. It's notebook paper. Can't go wrong with notebook paper. Let's put a little butterfly on this page. Now with the envelopes, I collaged on the back. This one is a printed collage paper, so all I did was, let's see, it's going to go this way. All I did was add a little piece of a paper doily, a button cut from the book, mulberry paper, and this little strip of lined paper. But on this one, I used an ATC card, the paper doily, one of the circles, a button, mulberry paper, and this is cut from a children's primer. So I needed one more envelope, so I printed this one. So we're going to go ahead and collage on this one. I have another circle cut. I have this envelope of collage elements. This is a torn doily, so I'll just use pieces of it for collage. Got some music paper in here. Those little bits of mulberry paper that I had added to the other ones, they were in this little pouch. This is a scrapbook paper. There's this little tiny floral arrow there. I'm going to cut that out. I have to hold it up to my face so I can see what I'm doing. There's a little hole in that, so I'm going to punch that. There. So I'll start with the doily, tear it all up. I'll have to find or make some cards that will fit in these envelopes. And I'll have to let that dry. So while that dries, I will put this one in the middle here. So I need a card. It has to pretty much come up to the top of the envelope because the flap or the side of it goes all the way up. I punched the hole in there, but I like that these have that nice softly scalloped edge. So I need the card to be 4 inches or just a shade under 4 by I think 5 1/4 will work, or 5 1/8. Cut a little more off it. And you can still grab the top of it out there. I don't know where these cards came from. I think somebody must have sent them to me. Just to make it fit a little better, I'm going to shave a little bit off the side. That one goes down too far. Well, I'll have to find something or make something. For now, we have this. Here's where I made the belly band. almost distressed it with my Timber Brown ink stays on. That would have been very dark. What's everybody up to today? I spent the day with my sisters yesterday. I got a little work done in the morning. I did some videos, short videos yesterday morning. And then I left at noon to drive out to my sister's and spend the day with two of my sisters, with my two remaining sisters. We had a wonderful, wonderful visit. We did a lot of laughing. Sometimes we cry, but today, this time, there wasn't any crying. You know, we've been through a lot lately, and wasn't any crying. There was laughing, so that was a good thing. There's a little tear right here, so I'm just going to add some washi tape. I mean, there was one point where we laughed so much that my sister was crying. Just telling a silly story. She made chicken and biscuits for us. So the next time it will be Barbara's turn. And then it's back to my turn again. We don't have a, gotta put something in here too. We don't have a, like, we don't do it like once a month or something. We just start throwing out dates for the next one when we feel ready for it. See what date works for everybody. We do it more frequently than we used to. Something big. How about a recipe card? This is my box of recipe cards. That works. I added a little fabric collage with a miniature card on this page with a little squirrel. I think that signature is pretty good. I'll do a stamp on this one. Almost did it upside down. There's a card in there. Fabric flip. Another butterfly here, I think. I haven't used this one yet. Okay, so I had this in here and I was gonna put the charm on it, so I put this little paper clip charm on it that someone made for me. And I have this straw paper that I bought from Rachel at Roxy Creations from Italy, and I've never used it, so I decided I wanted to use it. So I'm just going to glue all of this on as a pocket because I can't sew around it with that there. So I'll glue this piece down to the straw paper. I'll leave a link for Rachel's channel. I think she sells straw paper envelopes and then sheets of straw paper, which are, you get it, I can't remember, it might be 25 in a pack, and they're good size papers. They're bigger than just a regular 8.5 by 11 paper. Bigger by a little bit, not a whole lot, but they're a little bigger. And I did put some ink around that straw paper. And this, of course, was made with one of my slide mounts. And I still have packages of those slide mounts in my shop. They're white, and then I just added alcohol inks and stamping, and then added the little stamped images behind. I think I will add this coffee dyed card that you can write on this page. I'm going to look for a label there. I wanted to make sure this card got put in here because it's one of the buttons cut from this book. Feels like it's much later than 2:30. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. So I'll have time to finish this up and then do some housework and be all set to work on my shop tomorrow. I don't have to work tomorrow. I only worked 2 hours and 40 minutes today. I worked with Rachel and we didn't have that much to do, so we got it done fast. So here's another collage with some fabrics and a little rose card. I love those cards. So there's that signature. One more. Trying to see which way this goes. It goes that way. Probably should have put it up there. That would have looked better. But it's too late now. I'm going to add a little strip of washi tape across the top there. Now on this page, this was the 9th page that I printed, so I have this page in the book twice. And when I printed on the back of it, it didn't print the whole thing, so it stopped here. There's white on the edge here, so I just made a pocket to put here. I got to put an envelope in the middle. I'll ink the edges of this too. What can I put there? Put one of her tags in. I didn't stencil on that one yet, so I will do that. I have to do the backs of those ATCs. I like this quote. Life is a song, sing it. Life is a game, play it. Life is a challenge, meet it. Life is a dream, realize it. Life is a sacrifice, offer it. Life is love, enjoy it. I'm not sticking them down all the way so they won't get stuck in the glue. You could write on that. Just looking at these, I printed the sheets, the whole kit, well, just the pages, and I needed to replace my blue ink, so these did not look good. And I'm just wondering if there's an element that I can tear out and use to decorate that, like maybe these tickets. So these collage pages, you can take elements out of these and use them to make your own collages. Or just take an element to decorate a card or a page that you're making. I'll ink that up off camera. Here's the last little fabric collage with a little playing card. You could tuck something in there. Looking for another label to add on. that one. Put a label in this signature. These labels also came from Rachel at Roxy Creations, and they are digitals in her shop. I think Deb from Arzology, whose paper kit I'm using, she has labels also. I just don't think I have her labels. Okay. I think we're pretty much done. I have to go back and do some inking. And find some cards to put in pockets and things. Put this envelope in the middle. I need a card for that envelope. And hopefully I can sew the book together this evening and get it in my shop by tomorrow. So be watching for it. I hope you have enjoyed the process. I'll have to put something on there to close it. I'll probably put book corners on it because the corners are a little frayed. So I will link Roxy Creations for the straw paper and the labels, and I will link Arzology for the paper kit, and that included tags and envelopes and pages and circles and ATC cards, which are these. Alright, so I'll be back to show you this book when it's done. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.